Well, I'm here not to show talent, but to tell you why this talent is important and then how can we acquire and retain the talent. So it all starts with the purpose. Either it's like from the organization side or from the individual side. There's a people behind it. And every people have to have a purpose in their life. So with the company as well, you have to have a purpose. This circle defines you that this is the golden rule. The golden circle says that your organizations may have a product, yes, and then you know how it works. But why that product or service or even your organization exists? Or if you disconnect that with the talent, why should talent work in your organization? Why? And then this is just one side of the coin. And if we see the another side of the coin, there is a talent. It's a talent individual who also has this purpose. And the question is, why should I work in your organization? Because it's not only the organizations who is interested to have a talent. Even a talent has, that the region, they also require the region to work with you. There was a person who is the CEO of a bank in Nepal itself, and he was so surprised. In fact, he had offered a job to one of the lady who had passed out from a very reputed university. And he was so surprised and told me that, you know what, she rejected our organization. This has never happened before. People wants to work in a bank, and then I was hiring her, but she rejected me. And I asked, why? Why did you ask why she reject you or the organization? She said she wants to work in an organization in a bank which is in a number one position, or maybe in an international organization because of various reasons. She had it in her mind. She had this answer for the why. And then there is, with the purpose, there also an expectation that comes. The expectations from the employer or from the organization side is, there are many expectations. The organization wants to have people who are extra talented. Extra talented means like who can be accountable, highly accountable, remain positive all the time, be loyal to the company, or be have some ethics and ethicals, and have a long-term commitment. A person who is a learner, who is also a kind of progressive, who progress gradually, and someone takes a very good initiative and very creative. Someone has this agility there, and then highly skilled team spirit so that the people work, they can work together in a team and then perform better. This is the expectations of there are many expectations from the organization side. But remember, there is also expectations from an individual, from a talented people. They want dignity at work, respect to their ideas. They want a very good working environment so that they feel good and then they feel like coming to the office every day, to the work every day. That work environment that they are looking for. And then especially in Nepal, they want to work in an organization where there is their parents' pride. Each your organization is like, do their organization, I mean, the parents know your organization? Do their parents support them? That also very important. Because at the end of the day, what matters here in Nepal is where is your son or daughter working, right? So it has to be a kind of like parents' pride as well. And there's a recognitions, they want a recognitions for reward, recognitions for whatever they are doing, if they are doing good, and then they want to be paid high. These are the very few expectations that I could gather. There are expectations is like unlimited because we are human. Even in the case of like organizations, there's a human in the organizations who expect. And when it comes to the talent and individual, again, there is a human. There's a people behind. So the people has an expectations. In your organization, what we need to have is an employee first rather than customer. Employee first, and then the customer second. Why? Because if you take care of your employees, employees will take care of your customers. So employee is the key of any organization. You can have machine, forget about machine, product, something. You can have a very good idea. To make it happen or to take that idea to the next level is not only you. That's the people that you need to go along with you to make it happen. I've seen the presentations, few of the presentation here, and everyone is claiming that I have this many people in my team. These are my teammates. So these are my colleagues. They are with me. So yes, definitely you require people. So if you take care of your employee first, then definitely, believe me, they will take care of your customer. Lots of complaints that happens with the employees that they are not working properly because you are not taking it properly. So, in this case, what we need to remember that everyone work and everyone needs to be respected properly. And there is employees everywhere in the world. These employees are the makers of the world. There are many people in this hotel. There are lots of people working here. Lots of people working here. If you go outside the hotel, there are lots of people you'll find working. I'll just like to take you to one of the video and then explain you why these people are the maker of the world.
It's 8 a.m. Millions of employees show up each day to put their names on a register. The world we see around us, countries and continents, have been built on the back of these signatures. The future, too, will be written by these signatures. Signatures of employees. You are an employee. Your boss is an employee. The cable guy is an employee. The overworked, the unsung, the white-collared, the blue-collared, the father of a nation, fathers and mothers, sons and daughters, healers and protectors, the girl you will fall in love with, the graveyard shift veterans, even chief executives, actors, spot boys, master chefs, and waitresses. Truth is, we are all employees, putting our names on ideas that shape our world. Truth is, every employee is a hero. enough said. Let's go do what we all do best. Let's go to work.
So everyone works, and then not only the employees, entrepreneur works more than them, right? I have worked days and nights. Even our people have been working with us with their entrepreneurial skills, with us. And so this is a respect to all those people who work, and then changing the world in a different way. Now, retention. Retaining the employee or the talent in a right way is maybe a very simple formula if we just follow. Like customer care, employee care. Care your employee. Now, there's there are a list of things that you can do to take care of your employees. It's not only about the idea that you have. It's not only about the product or service that you have. It's about the people that take you along and then take you to the new height. You need to take care. Build a very good culture, and then understand the kind of people that they are working in your organizations. What sort of people? Every age has a different expectations. Every age group has a different kind of expectations. If you ask me, do you want to go to disco? Maybe not. If you had asked me some few years back, if you want to go to disco, yes, let's go. So that's a different expectation I have, different choice. But I should also be inside that culture, and other people should also be accommodated inside that culture. I should feel good. So the culture and the environment is very important so that you are taking care of your employees, and make sure that the people that they are working with you have the proper career growth. Proper career growth. Then it comes the financials. Every people don't work for a money. First thing, this is the top three findings that is found in the questions why people leave job. It was conducted by World Economic Forum a few years back, and then similar survey was also done here in Nepal, and that there was a similar result. Why people leave job is because they are not fit into that culture. They don't feel they are welcomed. The environment, the first thing, and then the second is the career growth. Yes, if they don't see their career growth, they leave, though there is a good culture and environment. And then only comes the financials and wellness. The financial and wellness, money is required. Yeah, definitely there's salary and there are lots of benefits is expected. The employee service, like in customer service, there are like engagement programs. Engagement program is not like celebrating the birthdays or like anniversaries or going to the picnic. Engagement is to make that people enjoy the things that he or she is doing, so that that person gets more deeply into it, in the work that they are into. So let's have a development plan for them, engagement plan and development plan. And then another thing is, when you are providing a service to the employee, make sure that they are properly following the processes. Because there may be a very good product and good people, all the things, but they may not be proper process. The organization has to be driven by the process, and it has to have that process-driven way of working. So if there is a process, then again, people don't feel comfortable, then simplify the process. Then the continuous feedback. The feedback has to be given instantly. It's not like, okay, I'll give in the end of the year, or maybe in the performance appraisals. No, if things are not working, there should be a proper feedback between both the parties. And then giving feedback is another art. And taking feedback is also another art. So taking and giving the feedback, that has to be there in an organization, because every time it has to be a feedback so that problem is sorted out. So you are taking care of your people. And then the employee support them, and have this their concern addressed on timely basis, help them perform better, help them, support them, and there should always be an open door policy so that whatever is there, they can come and discuss with you. If they have thought of some ideas, there should not be a shyness or a fear. There should be an open door policy so that the discussions can happen. And then if you have an HR department, HR should have this open door policy. Now, this is a kind of retention. Now, what make talent people want to work for you? Why should they think of joining you? So what make these people want to work for you? And then you have to have a employer branding. You have to have this employer branding in place, then attract the talent. So there is a framework, there's a 10-part framework. So this blue color is the things that you can control. The green part is things that you can directly influence. And then the black part is things you can indirectly influence. So the blue part, you should have a career page in your website that has to define the culture, the environment that you have, the activities that's going on in that organizations. So you should be able to attract the people, attract there. Have you seen Google's career page, IBM? I mean, big companies, they have the good career page and they define everything. So even in Standard Chartered Bank, such a good career page that they have. And they're trying to reflect what they do at the workplace to retain the talent and then to attract the talent. So job listing, yeah, you can come and, you can post it in Merojob. That's also an employer branding recruitment process that we have. It comes with a logo and then all the definition and all, and it has to be listed. You should not be just have a recruitment shyness. Come forward, and if you have to have a talent, you have to come front. Come front and then tell the world that I need this. And these are the things that I offer. Good culture, career growth perspectives. And then the financial things, you have to say how you've been doing. So likewise, the website, yeah, definitely the website has to be there, and then the career page has to be integrated with that. It's not only a website, but also a blogs has to be there. So it defines why you exist. So they'd like to know why I joined this company. It's not only because you have a good culture, you have a good product that's serving people, that's changing life. So culture, I said, and candid communications, how you communicate. If you call someone for an interview at 2 o'clock and he has an office, he'll hate you. If you respect that person's time and then adjust your time accordingly and then call that person at 8 o'clock on a mutual understanding, then respect you. Because they care, the candidates. Means they may care the employees, me, if I join. So these are the things. So company review, have you seen this hotel reviews, restaurant reviews? There is also a company reviews that's going on. That's there in Google and then lots of places that's been happening. It's not only on the online, it's also happening. Hey, your company kosto cha, huh? It's happening. Your organization should be the talk of the town. This is a good place to work. Go. That's so company review. And then employee story advocacy. So what's the story of your employee that's there working? Showcase it, present it among the people. Maybe there's various medium, and then also the talk of the town, and then through the people itself. And social media activities. Social media nowadays has become the personality, not only of the person, but also an organizations. So social media activities, how is it been kept, and then how is it been maintained is also that values a lot. And then public perception, यो कम्पनीमा त मैले सुनेको यस्तो अकिनको रिभ्यूको आधारबाट. So what kind of reviews and perceptions that you are developing among the public also helps you, because that will directly reflect to the talent's parent. I'm talking about the parents. त्यो कम्पनी त राम्रो छ अरे, जा गर बाबु नानी जाऊ. And so perceptions is very important, public perceptions. And awards, I mean, don't buy and get the award, but get the right award, the very worthy award. And that really values, and it's been counted. It's been watched. Your organization is being watched properly by the talent. So there may be a situation where the talent comes in your organization and say, I like to work in your organization. Forget about the money. If you can't pay me, fine. I'll make your company profitable. Then you think of sharing a revenue with me. This is how people come to you. So this is how we attract the talent. And remember, the cost of recruitment is 10 times higher than the cost of retention. Though I'm in a business of recruitment, I'm still telling you that retain your people. You need to retain your people with the things that I have suggested to you. Definitely, there is a talent in everyone. You can groom the people and then make them more talent. Retaining them is very important. Engage them, develop them, show them the career growth. And still there are people who will not see the future with you. Fine, all right, take it easy. But you try. Try to make your organization a best place to work. Talent is attracted, talent is retained. Thank you so much.